All right, you guys, so in response to this question, I thought I would do a little video explaining to you the differences in breath work as a spiritual practice as we breathe in and out, whether it's through the nose or through the mouth. So we're going to explore the difference. What does it do for us if we breathe through the nose using that channel and using the second channel, which is a channel of the mouth. And then we will explore the differences between actually switching between those channels. So we're going to have four options, right? In and out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the mouth, out through the nose, and in and out through the mouth. And it's going to be different depending on what we're wanting to achieve. And if you want to start practicing your breath work, I think it's great to understand these differences, because as much as there's so much amazing, guided breathwork sessions online, I'm a firm believer in actually understanding why are we doing certain things that we're doing, right? So obviously you have to trust your spiritual teacher to hold space for you in those sessions, but it's always good to understand, because when we bring our conscious mind into what is actually happening, we are able to actually do it better, so to speak. Not do it better in the sense that you're going to do the practice itself, but if we understand why we do it, we're doing it consciously, right? We're being conscious in it. All right, so when we talk, let's explore these two channels first, right? So we have a channel of the nose. So when we're breathing in and out through the nose, this is the channel that is our central channel. This is where the air enters our body through the channel of Ida and Pingala. So this is the key central sort of your chakra system key main channel, right? And the breath through the nose, the key thing that I want you to remember is that it's very calming. It's very calming to the mind. It's going to be very grounding. It's going to be very subtle, because the nose is controlling the entrance. It's a sort of a smaller channel, so it's controlling the entrance of air into your body, and it goes through that inside inner key main channel. So it's going to promote that introspection. It's going to promote calming the mind, calming the nervous system. It's going to activate the rest and the digest system, right? So not just in the physical sense, but also allowing your body to rest, to come down, calming down your nervous system and digesting things. So when something happens in your life that you are overthinking, right? You are sort of ungrounded in that energy of too many thoughts, in that energy of the monkey mind, in that energy of lack of balance. You cannot find to see in your thoughts and in your mind the balance in between concepts. There's overwhelm, there's overthinking, there's accelerated heart rate, right? This is going to be a very calming breath, right? So we're going to go in. It's always good to pause a little bit at the top. And we're going to breathe out through the nose as well, right? That's the first channel. So this is what that channel does. Now, when we talk about the second channel, which is a channel of the mouth, which is a bigger channel, so you're literally able to inhale more air in the same time. It is a channel that is connected to all the microchannels within the body. So it doesn't just filtrate and allow the air to enter through the key channel, but it sort of distributes the channel through the whole body. So that kind of a channel is something that we're going to use to release energy, to move trapped energy, to activate as well. We're going to explore this in a moment as we go in and out, but it's a great channel for activations as well, for activating that energy. It's sort of an expansive energy of breathing, and it skips the mind. It skips the part of the mind. You're going directly for the mouth and into the body. So it sort of bypasses the mind, which is helping you to connect to the body, right? So we're going to use it more when you kind of want to forget about the monkey mind, not calm the monkey mind, but forget about the monkey mind and work more with a body connection, with emotion connection, with emotion release, with, again, activating or moving that trapped energy. So now that you know those two channels and differences between those two channels, let's explore those 4 options that we have. So the first one is going to be in through the nose and out through the nose. So you already know this because as we were talking about this channel, you would already understand that this is going to be very grounding, very calming. This is going to be to foster presence, right? Great breath for masculines, great breath for people who are overthinking, great breath for people who like feel something in your intuition, but then the anxiety takes over, the lizard brain takes over, right? So you're going to go in and out, just as we did a moment ago, through the nose. The mouth is closed, through the nose, in and out, right? I don't want to go into the details of additional things in this video. I want to focus on the channels. But let me know if you want me to explore this further. But it's going to as well depend. This is something that you can already feel into intuitively. But then we're going to have different types of breath depending on the pace and the ratio of the in and of the out, and also visualization and whether we're breathing with the breath work. Always breathe into your belly. It's a deeper breath. Belly allows you to go deeper, to expand. It's a belly. It's not actually into the belly. The air is not going into the belly. It's going into the lower part of the lungs. But if you're expanding the belly, you're actually allowing the lower part of the lungs to inhale and accept that air. So the breaths are deeper, which is always good. But back to these channels. So in through the nose, out through the nose, calming, grounding, practicing presence, not escaping into the past with the mind, not escaping into the future, not overthinking, escaping into the alternate scenarios. I am here, I am in the moment, I am calm, I'm calming my anxiety, I'm calming my nervous system, in and out through the nose. Now the second type, so the second way we can do it is in through the nose, but out through the mouth. So now think about this, everything that I've explained about the channels. You are breathing in through the nose, so you're doing it in a very calming, controlling way, right? So you are calming your nervous system, you are calming your mind, but then you are actually releasing, breathing out through the mouth. So you're allowing that intake energy, that air that you've inhaled, to move through the whole body. This is going to be your most popular breath, right? This is going to be the one that we're going to be working beautifully with energy. So you can do this in meditation, before meditation. You can do this before any spiritual practice. You can use it as your base breath in the breath work, because again, the first one was more of a, I would say, in a moment of that really, I don't want to say distress, it may be too much said. You may use it in distress sometimes, but when you really want to work with that overthinking mind, with calming the mind, with grounding, with balancing, right? With calming. But here it's just a very standard one. So I am inhaling through Ida and Pingala. I'm allowing this energy in through my main channel. I am connecting with Mother Nature through that air. But as I release, I also connect to my entire body. This is what really fostered that mind and body connection, because we're going in through the mind, through calming the mind, releasing the monkey mind, and out through the entire body, allowing the body to sort of expand and moving that energy for all the micro channels. So the prana energy works through your body beautifully. All right, the third way is mouth to mouth. So breathing in through the mouth and breathing out through the mouth. If you remember what we said about the channel of the mouth, this is when we are working with expansion, with activation, with moving energy, with connecting to our entire body. This is a great breath as well to release trauma from the body. So for someone who is just getting started, because obviously we're going to have different techniques and additional things that we're going to add to the practice of breath work as we actually want to release that trauma. But when you feel that you are so overwhelmed, that you literally have some sort of a trapped energy that you're feeling not so much in the mind and in the overthinking mind, but maybe more already on a level of the body. It's like something is aching. I oftentimes explain this to you guys, that our body is a reflection, the state of our body is a reflection of our inner state of being. So if there are overwhelming emotions, they literally, depending on what kind of emotions they are, traumas, emotions, shadows, they go literally into that that chakra, that energy point within the body. So you may feel aching, discomfort, this overwhelmed of energy. So if you feel that, then this mouth to mouth sort of a is very helpful. You're inhaling a lot of energy. You're not doing it in a very controlled way. So you're sort of allowing your body to work with it. You're pumping literally your body with air, with energy, allowing it to expand, allowing it to release, allowing that energy to activate, to quickly move through the body. If you know nothing about breath work, I wouldn't recommend doing this specific breath as a daily practice, as your regular practice. Learn a little bit more about breath work. Make sure that you are working through that with your spiritual teacher, or as you do your breath work sessions, your Kundalini yoga sessions. It's not, it can be a bit overwhelming and a bit activating because it's moving that energy, right? But if you are in a moment of like, you feel like literally your body is within the stress, again, it's not just about your mind, but your whole body. This is it's that sort of a, if you think about this, it's that blowing into the bag that they're giving you to calm you down. When you are really in distress, there's energy somewhere in there trapped, and I can almost feel this overwhelm in my body. This is where we go right? And that kind of in and out through the mouth, one of the most popular breaths for that, it's the breath of fire as well, that you can practice. But again, that's something that, in my opinion, if you're not experienced, you're just getting started, you should learn a little bit more about that, a little bit more. Interrupted by a phone call. All right, a last one, a final one, is when we breathe in through the mouth and breathe out through the nose. Again, think about what I've explained about the channels. This one is going to be very powerful. It's going to be activating some of these breaths using these channels in breath work. They're almost kind of a psychedelic activation. They're almost a spiritual activation. It's more controlled usage of our Kundalini energy, of your prana energy. I explained the difference in that breath work video, but we do it in a controlled way. So we breathe in through the mouth, which allows us to breathe in that energy faster, right? It connects to the whole body. It activates the whole body. It moves the energy of the whole body, right? And then as you breathe out, you already do it in a more controlled way. So you're learning, if you think about this, you're learning to work with that force energy, but you also are connecting your body to your mind, because every time you go in and out through different channel, you are fostering more the connection of the body and the mind, right? So it's a very beautiful practice to exchange them, because you're connecting your body to the mind. Whereas when you're working with only one channel, you are focusing on exactly what the channel is bringing. So the nose is going to be, again, calm and grounding and peace and quieting the mind and mastering the mind as well. Whereas the mouth is going to be more of a, forget about the mind, let's work with the body. Let's feel the body. Let's feel emotion within the body, the movement within the body, the energy within the body. So as long as you do it for not a prolonged period of time, you're just practicing with those breaths, and you're doing it slowly, couple of breaths for few minutes a day, just to sort of see and observe how your body is reacting, that is absolutely fine. But if you want to find you can find online, but if you're going to learn about more practices about, the dragon breath, or the different breaths that we can use in breath work. There's this beautiful breath that you can use to literally breathing through the mouth to like activate your kundalini energy, to move it through your body. Especially in feminine practice, it can be almost sort of a snake-like coiling, sort of awakening movement, and then controlling it and connecting it to the mind, to master the mind, breathing through the nose. That's something that, it's better done with assistance of a spiritual teacher, at least with a deep explanation on how to do it, what to keep in mind, and what it actually does for you. But again, a simple practice of in and out through these channels, they can also help you to connect to everything that I've just explained. All right, I hope this was helpful, and if you're still here, as always, please like, follow, and share. And yeah, I will see you soon. Go and do some breath work.